This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right. Welcome to Edinburgh High School. Jim Wall with Zach Little back with me tonight to bring you to the we made the trek down the road, up the road to Edinburgh High School to take on the Lancers tonight in our second conference game of the season. Zach, glad to have you back, buddy.
Good to be back
tonight. We were talking a little bit about Edinburgh, a little bit about the schedules. This I think is going to be a pretty fair, even contest here. I mean, from what we've saw, did you come to the holiday tournament at all?
I came to the third place game and the championship game.
I thought you did. Did
Yeah.
you get? So you watched Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you see? What's your thoughts, man? Anticipation on this?
Man, I mean, really, I don't know much about them other than the Brockman kid that they have and the Connor Ramey kid from last year's team as well that was there with Caleb Dewey. But really, I think it's kind of just Connor Ramey. He runs the show for him, kind of. So he's, the general that wants to do everything, get everybody where they need to be. And I mean, I'd say pretty much it's him and maybe that Brockman kid, and everybody else kind of might just be role players.
Right, and I think tonight it's going to factor in, which I think we're starting to see, especially the second half of the season, where these teams are starting to adjust to the schedule, to the free throw rule change.
Yeah.
We're seeing South come in and shoot a little bit better as far as free throws. They're anticipating taking it. Last night, if you were able to tune in, we stuck with them the first half, come out, started to play a little bit, but, man, we couldn't stop the three ball. It was dropping. No matter what they shot, threw it up, it was good. So that was a big thing. I do want to say this. I know we talked about it last year. I know those of you who didn't we haven't had a chance to talk about it. But I'm going to point out a special key tonight, and I want to see how well it works. We'll see if it does, and bring up one person specifically, Zach, and that's Drake's.
The young man
yeah.
I coached last year and had him in a JV tournament, and he scored.
That's what I was to say. Yeah, he scored
52
points. And man, I actually came and watched that game. That was listen, for those of you at home, when I say this, I mean anywhere on the floor, he threw the ball up, it was going in. It was unreal. And in the holiday tournament this year, he come back to Edinburgh. Now note that last year that we're talking about that tournament, that was at Edinburgh. This year he comes back to Edinburgh and puts up 42.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes tonight with what he's done in the past, as far as with the game and how it's been. So I think it's going to be, we're going to see a lot of that. Yeah. You know, and we're going to see how well they paid attention to that.
Right.
If they pick him up more than they do, and how's that going to benefit us? Is that going to open up Jacob? Is that going to open up, let's say, Jalen? You know, even underneath with Talon and Colby, there's some big factors in all this. And even Jameson's come in and played a lot and done well. You know, there's a lot of factors. Alex came in last night. Alex Meyer did well. Gerhardt, I want to mention that. Damian Gerhardt, man, come in. Probably one of the best games I've seen that kid play. Last night, a lot of rebounds, setting picks. Was doing really well. 6:30 to go here before this contest starts. I do want to go over some sponsors that we have, Zach. And that is, we have our first quarter sponsor tonight is H&R Block. Our halftime sponsor, Stone's Farm Service. Our platinum sponsors tonight is Gillen and Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and JC Bank. Also, our trio of sponsors is Walters Tire, Hamilton Tubby Law Office. Thank you all for sponsoring us tonight. I think it's going to be exciting, good contest. Again, welcome to you, those who are listening just on the radio. And if you do have a computer, didn't know, or hadn't heard, which I know a lot of people have already. But if you haven't heard, you know, we are live on the radio tonight, so we'd like to welcome you all here too. Great facility to always come and watch a basketball game.
Yes. This
is a good place to come. You know, it's kind of beneficial. I never really thought about this with South, really, if you think about it. Zach, you have the holiday tournament.
Yep.
But this is also where our section was at.
Yeah.
So you get to come and you get to play, not counting a conference game.
Yep. On top of that, you know, it switches every year where you play for conference, and
yes,
luckily they get to play here 3 times this year.
Yes, and so for them that's beneficial when you're coming back to play. It's not like going in and yes, we all know. I love it. One of the best scenes in a movie in Hoosiers when they take him. The coach takes the players in and takes them in and measures, you know, from the free throw line to the goal, and then from the floor to the rim, you know, and it's all 10 feet just like it's everywhere else. But it does. The atmosphere does.
Yeah.
You know, if you haven't been here to Edinburgh, man, I encourage you to come. It's a cool place, cool venue to watch a basketball game.
Yep.
Here, so, and there's a lot of cool things around here, man.
Absolutely.
You got to experience the Edinburgh Diner tonight.
I
do want to brag on that a little bit. Good tenderloin, man. Anybody that's not been there, go try it out. Great place to eat. It's been a landmark, I know, here in this community for a minute. So we actually went there before the game tonight, so it's nice to go and see. And that's the cool part about this.
Yeah.
You're getting to do this, Zach, is you get to go and see all the different places, you know.
Right, yeah.
And go try different things.
Yeah.
So we'll take a quick break. We have 4 minutes till game time starting. We'll come back, talk a little bit, and we'll be right back after this.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back here to Edinburgh High School. I got to shout out, Zach. I got to. Yes, I'm a little biased to it, but I do want to thank my wife for stepping in last night, man, when you was out.
Yeah.
She did a great job, spoke a little bit, did play-by-play, and for the first time being on last night, Katie did a great job, which she's back at camera tonight. Those of you at home won't have to worry about Emily. I know we were, and like was anticipated, was that Zach was going to say something to Emily, and he did. And anyway, but I just want to thank Emily and Katie for helping me out last night and tonight, as always. And we have Roy. Roy's prediction tonight was we got to hit our free throws. Edinburgh's not going to be a rollover team.
Nope.
And I think he's right on there. And he's actually predicting us to win 68-60. I like that.
Yeah.
I like a prediction. I agree with that and wholeheartedly. The biggest key, which Roy's hit a nail on the head, Zach, and that was that, it's free throws. And we have been talking about that this whole season, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole season we've been talking about how free throws are super important. I do want to mention that. I know I don't have our sheet. Help me to remember. But our three-point sponsor is Globe Asphalt. Okay.
Yep.
And then our free throw was, do you remember who that was? I don't remember. It's been a minute, and I don't have the right paper. So forgive us for that. But if you are listening, you are the sponsor. Thank you for sponsoring. We do appreciate that. Again, our first quarter sponsor, H&R Block, as the teams come to the bench. Do want to note that tonight was one of the better JV games, man, we saw.
Yeah.
They unfortunately come up on the short end, but the final score of that was 54-42.
Yeah.
So that was a good they put up a valiant effort and played really well.
And, it's tough, too. Like, I mean, last night, I don't know what they got going on down there at Southwestern Hanover, but they have a program down there.
Man, and they do. And the thing is, and I didn't say it last night. I know it's on Facebook, but the JV final score for that was 70 to 28. 70-28. So it doesn't really do demise to it, but we're going to get ready to do the national anthem, and we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back right after that. We'll be right back.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The wrap-up the year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh.
All right, welcome back here to Edinburgh High School. Just finished with the National anthem. We're going to do a starting lineup. Zach, I'm going to turn it over to you, buddy.
All right. So for South tonight, Coach Buckner going back again with a different starting lineup here. He's got number 1, Taylon Abshear, number 3, Jacob Scruggs, and then we're going to have number 11, Drake Skaggs, 30, Colby Rathburn, and getting his start tonight again, number 0, Damon Gearhart.
That's good. They need his size inside, man.
Yeah.
I think it's going to help him out a lot.
Absolutely.
Physical, and that's a body you need to use.
And then I'm not sure on Edinburgh. Let's see here. We got Austin Brockman, number 21, 22, Connor Ramey, 34, Rylan Laundrie, 44, Milas Berkman, and number 12, Eli Smith. And then that's going to round out their
Ramey's and the Burtons usually. Usually it's a Burton you're hearing a lot of.
Burtons and Streevels.
Streevels, that's the other one. I knew there was one. There's usually a lot.
Every time we played Edinburgh when I was in school, we'd say, we're going to Burtonburg tonight, boys.
Yep. And there you go. Coached by Devin Burton.
They're still around. I don't know if they'll ever go away.
Probably not, man. I'm excited. You ready, Zach? You want to do play-by-play tonight? I'll help you out, man, too, some.
Yeah,
okay? I mean, it's up to you.
You have to help me out a little bit. I mean, I still got a cough, still recovering a little bit from being sick the last couple of days.
All right, well, we'll get her going here, man. Get this contest rolling.
Looks like we got Gearhart and Brockman going to get ready to tip off here. And this is a highly anticipated matchup in the MHC, so we're going to see who comes out on top here. Tip up, good. Controlled by the Cougars. Jacob Scruggs looking to set up here. Waiting to get a screen. Denies it. Still sitting up top, waiting. And Edinburgh in a zone here, so South going to a zone offense. Drake Skaggs over in the corner to Damon Gearhart. Damon Gearhart throws a skip pass to Jacob Scruggs. His 3 good. That's a Globe Asphalt 3-pointer. 3-0. 7:30 to go here, first quarter. And South Decatur is up on the scoreboard. Ramey looking for somewhere to go, being guarded by Rathburn. He drives in on the right side, puts it up and in, off the glass for 2. 3-2 now. And the Cougars coming back down on offense here. Jacob gets it up the floor to Drake Skaggs. Drake over to Colby. Colby's looking around, gets it back up top here to Jacob. Jacob almost at the half-court line, setting up the offense here, and 2 Lancers come up to help him. And Colby wide open there to Drake. Drake kicks it over to Jacob, but
why did
Jacob moved and got out of the way? He thought it was going to be tipped, I believe. So a turnover there by the Cougars. Still 3-2 here.
Yeah, it looked like I was tipped. I don't know.
Yeah. And
man to man.
Yep. Ramey picking up full court, or Colby Rathburn picking up full court here, sorry. And he's forcing Ramey to go to his left. And I think that's a good call there for Cougars to do that. And Smith here at the top being guarded by Abshear gets it over to Brockman. Brockman being guarded by Jacob Scruggs. And they get it down there to 44 there. And for the Lancers, 34. Kicks it back to 44 for a little elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Lancers, though. Over to number 12 there, no good. Rebound controlled again by the Lancers, and Ramey's going to put up a 3, and he looks like he airballed it there. So 3-2 still with 6:03 to go, first quarter.
They look a little sloppy.
Yeah.
So far starting out.
Drake Skaggs bringing it up the floor, pushes it up here to Colby. And the Lancers still in the zone. Trying to figure this out here is South Decatur. Taylon Abshear's pass is tipped, but he gets it back. Dishes it to the high post to Damon Gearhart. Damon dishes it back to Taylon, up and in for 2 off the glass. So 5-2 now, South Decatur up. And Lancers are pushing it up the floor here. Brockman's elbow jumper, good.
I think that's what Coach Mo's trying to do is
Yeah.
slow that game down. That's why they're bringing across, trying to set something up, and Scruggs brings across the timeline.
And Taylor and Abshire in the corner, back up there. Colby looking to get it in, down and low, over to Drake. And then looks like Coach Buckner is going to call a timeout here. And I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Now we'll keep it right here real quick. Again, our first quarter sponsors, H&R Block. Platinum sponsors, Gillen and Howe Funeral, Homemaker Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, JC Bank, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, our 3-point sponsors, Globe Asphalt. I think that's what we noticed when they came out. It looked they weren't coming right away, right across. You know what I mean? They were slowing it up. South was, and you kind of see that because it looks like Edinburgh's a fast-paced team, but how does that wear them down? Do they stay that way? You know what I'm saying? We don't know if they can if that wears themselves down.
And they're also not killing themselves on defense either, because I believe they're playing zone, but now it looks like they're going man. So we're going to see how that affects them as Drake Skaggs here setting up the offense. And Jacob Scruggs gets a double screen there. And Jacob's looking to break down Connor Ramey off the dribble, gets by him. Little jumper, no good. Rebound there by the Lancers, and Connor Ramey's going to push it up the floor. No good, hard off the backboard. Rebound, Drake Skaggs. So a little fast-paced action here the last couple possessions.
You watch, they're not letting Skaggs get open.
No. And that's tipped away by Brockman. And Brockman's going to go up and in for two, plus the foul. So that's going to be now 5-6 now. The Lancers are up here with 4:41, and Brockman's at the line to shoot one more here.
They initially called it on 21, and they was like, who's that?
His free throw up and good, so 7-5, Edinburgh up on the scoreboard here. And Drake Skaggs setting up here again, and the Lancers back in the zone. Colby Rathburn going to take a little bunny jumper there, and no good.
Good shot for him.
Rebound there by the Lancers. And Ramey going to be picked up again, full court by Rathburn. And Brockman gets it over again to Ramey. Back to Brockman. Brockman going to look to go somewhere. Ramey's going to go back door. No good. And we got a foul. I don't know who they're going to get for that foul there. They're going to get Colby for that foul.
Are you kidding me?
They're going to say 2 shots on that, but
what?
It was on the rebound.
Yeah, that was on the rebound. I don't understand where they're.
I don't know. They called that foul on a rebound.
Where they were shooting from. Like, I'd want to know.
Ramey's first of 2 up and good, so now 8-5, 4:11 to go here first quarter. And I'm confused by that foul call. Ramey's second of 2, good. 9-5 now. And
Jalen McMurray's checking in.
2 fresh bodies on the floor. Jamison Keller also checked in for Damon Gearhart. Jacob looking to bring the ball up the floor, gets it to Jamison Keller. Keller's looking around, trying to feed the high post, but gets it over to Colby on the far wing. Colby's going to put his little hook shot up and in for 2. 9-7. South Decatur down on the scoreboard here. Ramey pushing it up, takes it in, throws it back out here to Laundry for 3. That's up and good. So 12-7. And Jacob pushes it up here to Colby. Jacob's going to put up a 3. That's good. That's a Globe Asphalt 3-pointer. 12-10. 3:30 to go here first quarter.
No way.
Wow.
No way.
We're going to get a foul there.
Wow.
No
way you didn't know, but that's.
Ramey was just falling there, and they call a foul on Jacob.
I don't agree with that at all.
Wow.
No way.
Couple questionable calls already in the game. And the Lancers still have possession here. Brockman looks to get it in there to number 10, Hartwell, and Hartwell gets the rebound, puts it back up, no good. And he's fighting for it with Keller. It's out of bounds. Possession of the Cougars here. you're just joining us, the score is 12-10. Edinburgh up with 3:10 to go in the game, or first quarter here, not the game.
It's all right.
Been sick lately, so.
Man.
Jacobs' Globe Asphalt three-pointer is up and in, so that's 12-13. And Brockman going to take it up here for the Lancers. He puts it in for 2, so 14-13 now. Back and forth game. Jacob pushing it up. Gets it to Rathburn, over in the corner to McMurray, over to Scruggs. Scruggs on the left wing, looking to set up the offense here. Up to Keller, down in the right corner to Rathburn. Rathburn's looking, skip past the left wing to McMurray. McMurray over to Scruggs. Into the high post for Rathburn. Kick to the far corner for McMurray. His three-pointer no good. Rebound Lancers. They're going to push it up the floor to Ramey. Ramey's going to take it up and in for 2. 16-13, 2:15 to go here first quarter. Rathburn looking for somewhere to go. He's got Scruggs. Scruggs, Globe Asphalt 3, no good. Rebound there by, fumbled around. Looks like Keller almost had it, but.
It's a good game right now, buddy. 16-13, 2:05 in the first quarter. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is. And Alex Myers is going to check in here for the Cougars. He's going to replace Jamison Keller. And McMurray going to trigger the ball in here for the Cougars. Gets it into Scruggs. His three-pointer, no good. Rebound by the Lancers. And Ramey is going to bring the ball up here for him. And he's going to, and it looks like a push off there, but he gets it out to Brockman for 3, and that's no good. And we got a foul there on Laundry, I believe. Yep, they're going to get Laundry on the foul there, fighting for control for the rebound over Colby.
Which is only their first foul of this quarter anyway.
Yeah. Rathburn going to bring the ball up the floor here for the Cougars. Gets it over to McMurray. McMurray gets it over to Abshire in the corner. Up to Jacob, top of the key. Over to Alex Myers, right wing. Gets it down to Jalen in the low corner, and he hits it. So that's a two-pointer there for the Cougars, 16-15. 1:25 to go, and Brockman's going to put his up, and they got an offensive foul there. Taylon Abshire draws the offensive foul.
Nice job. Good job.
So that's going to be, I believe that's going to get, that's going to be Brockman. He's going to pick up his first foul there for the Lancers.
But you know, a key to put that in position was McMurray, once he hit it, he got about half court. He was already around because that pass went right into him to set up, which allowed Taylon to get down underneath to get position on that. So kudos to McMurray, who helped put that into play as Colby Rathburn has it up top. Gets it over to Jacob. We'll give you a break a second. Jacob dribbles down inside, looks to get it up, gets it over to McMurray on the far side. Three-pointers up, no good. Rebounded by Rathburn. Dribbles over, gives it to Scruggs. Has it on this side, gets it in. Throw it up, no good, gets on rebound. Oh, throws it to Talon, but he gets the rebound. Gets his own rebound. Gets it to Alex Myers, looking, drives in, gets it back to Abshire. Abshire looking to set some up. 42 seconds, 16-15. Edinburgh up in the first quarter. McMurray has it up top, gives it to Rathburn. Rathburn around to Alex Meyer, gives it to Rathburn. They're looking maybe to go for last second shots. He brings it back out to top. Under 30 seconds in the first quarter, 16-15. McMurray has it. Oh, off his foot, and it's going to be thrown away. 24 seconds in the first quarter, 16-15. Silly things like that, man, you don't want to happen, but, hey, we're all right. We're still okay.
Yeah. Ramey bring it up here for the Lancers with 20 seconds to go here, 16-15. Lancers up. And he gets it to Laundry, and Laundry's fouled by
Jacob.
That's
2.
15.5 on the clock. And Jacob does have 2 in the first quarter. Ramey being guarded heavily by Rathburn. Gets it to Brockman. Brockman's going to put up a 3. No good. Rebound Hartwell. He's going to put his up. No good. And he gets it back. He puts it up. No good. And time expires for the first quarter. Your score is 16-15. Lancers up. We're going to take a commercial break, and we will be back.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy-Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy-Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
All right, welcome back here to Edinburgh High School, where your South Decatur Cougars trail by 1 point at the end of one, 16-15. Thank our sponsor, second quarter sponsor, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, Gillen and Al Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy-Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, JC Bank, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Third 3-point sponsor is Global Asphalt as we get ready to start this quarter here. It's exciting. What we got?
Yeah. Jacob had 9 points that quarter. That's what
good.
Roy told me.
We need that. Already getting started. Go ahead, Zach.
Ramey being guarded here by Skaggs. He gets it to Brockman up top of the key, guarded by Myers. Back over to Ramey. He's taking it on the right side, breaking down Drake Skaggs off the dribble. He's up and in for two. So 18-15 now as we get this second quarter underway. Drake Skaggs gets it over to McMurray, left wing. Up to Jacob Scruggs, top of the key. Jacobs looking around, gets it to Abshire, right wing into Drake, right corner. Back to McMurray for the top of the three. No good. Rebound Laundry. He gets it to Ramey. Ramey bring it up here for the Lancers. And Ramey's going to take a three. That's up and good. 21-15 now. The Lancers up here. 7:06 to go here, second quarter. And Cougars looking to slow it down here. Over to Drake. He dips it down to the low corner there for Alex Myers and gets it to Jacob. He puts it up and in for two. 21-17. Now in Ramey bringing it up. Gets it to Brockman. He hands it back off to Ramey. Ramey out to Seegers up top. Laundry to Ramey. Ramey's three-pointer no good. Rebound Myers. Myers pushes it up here to Skaggs. Back to Myers. Myers over here to the wing to Jacob Scruggs. Scruggs looking to set something up here. Over to McMurray. Up to Skaggs, top of the key. Into Abshire. Out to Jalen. And Alex Myers is going to take it up, and no foul called. Wow. That was, I think that was a bad no call.
Yeah, that should have been something.
That should have been something.
You can't go up like that. That's not just a straight powerful block.
No.
That doesn't happen here. That's not, wow. Nevertheless, though, that was the call.
Still 21-17. 6:15 to go here, second quarter. Lancers up. And Seegers has it, gets it to Ramey. Ramey's taking it off the drive there and kicks it out to the corner for three. No good. Rebound by Drake Skaggs. Skaggs looking to set something up here. And he gets it to Gearhart. Gearhart's looking for the back door, gets it to Jacob Scruggs. Jacob Scruggs puts it up and is fouled.
That's what's going to happen, and the game will get more physical, and that's what you got to really watch, and you don't want.
Yeah.
And the refs can dictate that.
Absolutely. And Jacob Scruggs at the line here. His first to two, no good. And I got something here from Roy, our stat man. Southwestern is up on Hauser 16-9. So,
wow.
Jacob's second of two, no good.
Free throws, man. Got to hit them.
And Ramey pushes it up the floor here. And he dishes it to Seegers. Seegers puts it up, no good. And that rebound was trying to be hauled in there by Bailey Toten for the Lancers. But he could not control it. Drake Skaggs bringing the ball up the floor here for the Cougars. Gets it up the floor to McMurray. And McMurray gets it back here to Skaggs. Skaggs is going to take a little hop step and throw it up over Seegers, but no good. Seegers controls the rebound there. And now looks like Edinburgh walking the ball up the floor here as Connor Ramey being guarded by Jacob Scruggs. Scruggs playing good defense on Ramey. Ramey gets it out there to Smith. Smith over to Laundry. Laundry's going to take it up. No good. Or little shot fake there. And Ramey going to dribble around. Takes it by McMurray. Puts it up. No good. Rebound and a tip in there by Seegers. 23-17. Abshire loses the handle there, and he's picked off by Toten. Toten's going to kick to the corner for Ramey for three. No, that's good there. 26-17 now. 4:35 to go, and Edinburgh up on the scoreboard here. Skaggs looking for somewhere to go here. Gets it to Abshire, high post. Down to Drake. His shot up and in for two. 26-19 now. And South's got to find a way to stop Edinburgh on the defensive end.
We'll see how much they wear down, man. We're still early in this game, and they look a little winded, to be honest. But we'll see if it affects both sides.
Ramey being guarded heavily here by Abshire. Gets it to Toten, who's guarded by Skaggs, but Jacob Scruggs picks it off there. He puts it up and in for two. 26-21. 3:50 to go here in the first half. And you can see it. It looks like Edinburgh is starting to get gassed. Ramey hands it off to Toten. Toten's going to try to take it around Skaggs. Little backdoor by Ramey, almost out of bounds. Ramey hits Smith on the back cut. His shot up and in for two, and he's fouled. So he's going to be going to the line for three. And they're going to get Taylor Abshire on that foul. That's going to be his first. His second?
His second.
His second. And Jamison Keller and Colby Rathburn going to check into the game here for the Cougars.
Yeah, that'll be his second, man. We're not out of this game. I mean, we get right back in it. We just got to stay focused.
Smith's free throw, no good.
Oh, my gosh, guys.
The Lancers got it back off that missed free throw, but luckily missed shot there, and Jacob looking to set up the offense here. Jacob dishes it to Colby. Colby's going to take it up, and he gets fouled and gets the +1. So 28-23, 3:13 to go here first half, and Colby's at the free throw line looking to make it a three-point play. And that was a great move by Colby. He went up nice and strong.
Yeah, he did well. I mean, and that's what you got. Sometimes, man, that's better than just a perimeter shot. You know what I mean? Take it in there.
Colby's free throw, no good. Rebound by the Lancers. Ramey going to bring the ball up the floor. And he's being guarded by Rathburn. Tries to get around him. Gets it cut off. Gets it to Brockman. Over to Smith. Smith gets it to Ramey. Back over to Smith. He gets it back to Ramey. A little two-man action going on right there. Ramey trying to take it in. He gets it to Laundry. Laundry's three, no good. Rebound Rathburn. And Rathburn's going to give it to McMurray. McMurray's going to kick it over to Rathburn, down to Keller, but Keller jumps on it, and
he's calling time.
They're going to call it travel.
He was calling time.
And
he called time the whole way.
Coach Buckner was screaming timeout.
I mean, he's screaming timeout. What is going on?
We could hear it through the headsets.
Wow. Wow.
That is unbelievable.
I mean, when you can hear it through the headset and you can hear all that going on, it's like, come on.
And Jamison didn't roll over.
No.
He just got on the floor to get the ball.
Wow.
So the Lancers going to take possession there on that really questionable call as Ramey looking to set up their offense. He kicks it over there to Berkman. Berkman gets it to Laundry. Laundry gets it to Smith. Smith looking around, hands it off to Ramey. He hands it off to Brockman. Brockman looking for somewhere to go. He hands it back off to Smith. Smith hands it to Ramey, and it's tipped in the backcourt. And
that's travel. No
and
way.
Edinburgh did the same
And they
thing.
called that there.
They got a timeout.
Dude, everybody's going to go crazy. Wow. Wow, man, that's terrible. Let's go to a break. That's crazy.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, well, we got them fired up here tonight in Edinburgh early. Still a good contest, though. It's 28-23. Nevertheless, not. And I think that's why it's frustrating. But.
And, that was a same thing that happened to Jamison the play prior before.
Yep.
And Brockman bringing it up here from the Lancers. He gets it to Ramey. Ramey looking to set it up here. He gets it down to Berkman. Berkman gets it to Smith, and it's tipped. And it's still going to be Edinburgh ball. And, haven't seen that much of a physical game yet, and I'm very surprised.
Right, but I think we're only in the first half, too.
Yeah. Ramey going to trigger it in here for the Lancers. He tries to get it to Hartwell. Hartwell could not get it, so it's still Lancers' ball. I believe it was tipped off the foot of Colby.
It was.
Ramey does get it in to Hartwell. Hartwell takes it baseline, puts it up and in for two.
That's smart by Jacob because he's already got 2 fouls. You can't do nothing there, really.
30-23, 1:33 to go here in the first half. Jacob looking to set some offense up here for the Cougars. He drives baseline, kicks it back out to Colby on the wing. Colby kicks the other wing for McMurray. Back to the top of the key for Colby. Over to Jalen. Jalen's deep three. Good. That's a Globe Asphalt three-pointer. 30-26 now as the Cougars looking to chip away at that lead. 1:10 to go here first half. Jalen.
That was a pretty deep three, but, hey, he hit it.
Yeah. Ramey gets it over to Brockman. Brockman, top of the key, three, no good. Rebound, Jacob. Jacob's looking to push it. Nowhere to go. Cut off there by 2 Lancers.
You have got to be kidding me.
And Drake going to take it in, kicks it out to Rathburn. Rathburn dishes it down to Keller. Keller puts it up and in for 2. So 30-28, 37 seconds to go here in the first half. And Ramey looking to set some offense up here for the Lancers. Fakes it, hands it off there to Hartwell. Hartwell puts it up and in for 2. And Jacob looking to push it up here as they got numbers. And they're going to get a block on Hartwell.
Man, I wish I would have went in.
Yeah. So 32-28. 21 seconds to go here first half. And this last minute of the game has been very chaotic and fast-paced. Jacobs first of 2, up and good. 32-29. The Lancers on top. And Alex Myers checks into the game for Kobe Rathburn. I think a little defensive sub there for Coach Buckner.
And I don't know. I don't know.
And I believe they thought it went in, so they thought it was only 1. Jacobs second up and good, so gets them both there. So 32-30, 17 seconds to go here, and the Lancers pushing the ball at the floor. Ramey looking for somewhere to go. Shut off by Alex. He gets switched on to Jalen, and Alex switches back to him. Gets it to Laundry. Laundry looking for somewhere to go. Brockman now. He's looking for somewhere to go. Laundry, deep three, no good. Air ball. So your score at halftime, the Lancers 32, your Cougars 30. We'll take a couple commercial breaks, and we will be back.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, welcome back here to Edinburgh High School, where we're at halftime of this contest between your South Decatur Cougars and the Edinburgh Lancers. Halftime score is the home team, the host team 32, the visiting Cougars 30. Been an exciting game. We're going to go real quick, thank our sponsors right now. Our halftime sponsor, Stone's Farm Service, Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, Acre By-Ride Auto, Acre Automotive Group, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, JC Bank, Trio sponsors, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tubby Law Office. Thank you for sponsoring. So we're going to go over some stats here real quick. And we got for leading scorers right now for the Edinburgh Lancers is Ramey with 14 and Brockman with 14. And then for your Cougars, Jalen Absher with 2, Jacob Scruggs 15, Drake Skaggs 2. 5 for Jalen McMurray, 4 for Colby Rathburn, and 2 for Jamison Keller. Zach, what I've seen a lot, man, what's really got me with this is how they literally, sorry, I didn't realize that was my daughter. I didn't realize, like, who's sitting here pushing down on my back? Anyway, sorry. But one thing we've saw that they've done that we talked about in the beginning is they've kind of shut Drake down. Yeah. They really have not given him any open shots that he could shoot the ball or take it. It's been a fast-paced game. Edinburgh looks to wear down. We have to stop on our turnovers. Yep. It's been a little lopsided on fouls, too, as well. Nobody in real foul trouble. It's just been lopsided. Again, fans getting a little hostile. Good conference game.
Yeah.
5 minutes here left at halftime. Jim Wall, Zach Luddle with you, bringing you this contest here in the one of the iconic gyms, I guess you could say, here in Edinburgh. Pretty cool place. You ain't never been here. Encourage you to come out. You know, it's kind of off subject, but I saw a thing the other day where there's an actual IHSA referee that's actually refereed in every high school gymnasium in the state of Indiana. What an accomplishment that is, man.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing to set out to do.
I thought he looked familiar because I think when I played, he might have done one or two of the games that I played, and he might have officiated.
Which he's done every once. That means at some point he was at South Decatur.
Yeah.
Don't know when, but at some point in his career he's at South Decatur. That's pretty cool.
Big achievement.
Yes, it is.
Big achievement.
Second half, Zach, what we got to come up with here, man?
Got to stop him on the defensive end. That is a must, is stopping them on the defensive end because, I mean, as you can see, we're scoring the ball. We just have to stop him.
Well, and at one point I think he was down 9 or 11 points.
Yeah.
Came back.
Hit 2 straight threes, put us down 3 points, and then it's been back and forth since. We just got to figure out a way to stop him on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Jacob's been hitting some shots. Jalen, man, had one way out there, but he hit it, which is good.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. We got it. We got to stay in it. Not get into foul trouble is the big thing.
Yeah.
Or get into where it's team fouls. I mean, too. Because we get into where there's a lot of team fouls, then you're shooting that bonus, man. That's 2 shots.
Right, and I think it looked like there toward the end of the second quarter that South was finally figuring out a way to break that. It was almost like a 2-1-2 zone that Edinburgh was playing, and it looked like they finally figured out a way to try to beat it. And I want to see what adjustment Edinburgh comes out with to see if they go maybe a traditional 2-3 or 3-2 to try to stop the 3-pointers.
And they're going to have to do something, man. But South has stayed poised even in the midst of this madness, and the fans getting wound up. They've stayed poised. They've stayed focused, which is what they need to do.
And even back to the fan thing, like even now to this day, I mean, me being a part of it, I don't know what the bad blood is between the fans of both schools when these two schools come together. I don't know.
It's always this way.
I just don't know. It's always been that way.
You've been a part of it longer than I have, but that's something. Now, I remember even years ago when Dad and my brother Josh and I did the basketball and football games.
Yeah.
Both, there was always that little bit of animosity for whatever.
Yeah.
But again, it's that you develop, even if you don't play a lot and you don't live close.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that you develop that rivalry as far as conference.
Yeah.
There might have been a time earlier on, whether it's when you played or before, where there was that conference game and it was a big game for both schools, and that kind of thing happened. But again, we're at halftime. 32-30, Edinburgh over South Decatur. We've got about 2 minutes to go. We'll take a couple commercial breaks, and we'll be right back right after this.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy-Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy-Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, welcome back here to Edinburgh High School. Getting ready to kick off the second half of this contest, conference battle. Our third quarter sponsors, Kinley and Daughters. Thank you for sponsoring us this third quarter. And we just got to We just got to stay focused, man.
Yeah.
We got to stay focused.
And another word here from Roy Saylor, our stat man. Southwestern Hanover is up 20-16 over Hauser at halftime.
And Shelbyville's beating Greensburg,
Shelbyville's beating Greensburg 38-24.
Yeah, Shelbyville's a decent team this year. My work, our delivery driver lives in Shelbyville, in part involved with basketball stuff there and their radio, and he was telling me about it. So that it's pretty cool, man. I mean, listen, they're a pretty decent team. They played some tough teams already.
Yeah. So second half, getting ready to get underway here from the amazing Edinburgh Lancer Gym. And the Cougars going to get the opening possession of the second half, and Drake Skaggs going to set it up here. And he's going to try to drive by Brockman.
Oh, he gets fouled.
Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Hartwell. And
definitely got fouled on that one, Zach.
Ramey going to walk it up the floor here, guarded by Alex Myers. Ramey gets it down there to Berkman. Berkman tries to backdoor to Laundry, and it's tipped away. And Hartwell gets it, and Jacob comes up with the rebound. Jacob, little spin move, no good.
Wow.
Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in for two. So we're knotted at 32s with 7:15 to go here, third quarter. Ramey being guarded by Myers. Trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it to Hartwell. Hartwell puts it up and in for two. 32-34. Lancers up. Skaggs. His little floater, good. So we're knotted up again at 34. And back and forth battle still going on. Hasn't died down yet from the first half. Ramey over to Laundry. Gets it back to Ramey. Ramey tries to put it up. Gets it to Hartwell. Hartwell corner over to Brockman. Brockman to Laundry. Back to Brockman. Brockman looking for somewhere to go. He gets it to Ramey over here on the right wing. Ramey cut off there. Gets it to Hartwell. Hartwell puts it up and in for two. 36-34. Lancers up. 6:24 to go, third quarter. And Jacob getting a play there from Coach Buckner. And Edinburgh looks like they're back in this zone again. Trying to slow down the pace of this game. Drake Skaggs over to Colby, over to Jacob on the left wing there. He gets it to Drake. Back to Jacob. Jacob's going to drive in. He kicks it out to Colby Rathburn. Colby Rathburn's going to go baseline, cut off, and he throws it out of bounds. That's a turnover for the Cougars.
Jacob shot on the far side where he faked. I thought he almost had good form, was squared up. I wish he would have took it.
Yeah.
Because it looked that would have been one that, I mean, I know we don't know, but still.
Right. Yeah.
He looked, everything looked good.
Laundry going to inbound here to Ramey. Ramey being guarded full court by Alex Myers. And Ramey going to try to drive baseline. Step back three over Myers. No good. Rebound Drake Skaggs. And Drake's looking to push the ball up the floor there. Dishes it to Jacob. Jacob's three. Good.
Same spot, same thing.
Yep. That's a Globe Asphalt three-pointer for Jacob. 37-36. The Cougars have the lead. Brockman on the right wing here. Gets it to Berkman. Berkman puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Alex Myers. And Jacob's looking to push the ball up the floor here. Gets it over to Drake. Drake's going to take a three, no good. Tipped up, rebound by Colby Rathburn, and there's a foul.
Yeah, he was.
So we got a foul there. That was on Ramey.
Yeah, it was Ramey.
That's his first foul. And McMurray going to trigger the inbound here. He gets it into Abshire.
Man.
And that's tipped away. Smith going to bring it up.
But that even, we had nobody coming to the ball. I mean, when you're like that, you got to move and come to the ball.
Yeah. Laundry hands it off to Ramey, still being guarded by Myers. He hands it off to Laundry. Laundry's going to take a little two-pointer. That's up and good. And we got a timeout by the Lancers, and it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a commercial break, and we will be back.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
All right, welcome back here to Edinburgh Gymnasium, where it's 38-37, 4:45 in third quarter. South Decatur trails the Edinburgh Lancers. Right now, turnovers have been a little bit of a factor. Edinburgh has 2 in the contest, where South Decatur has 8.
And I was talking to Roy here, too, at that break. Going into the fourth quarter, Shelbyville was up 43-31 over Greensburg is what we believe we saw.
Wow. Well, I'll be honest, and not nothing against Greensburg. Don't shock me. Shelbyville's a good team, man.
Yeah.
They're a lot better than what I think. They're one of them. They're one of them quiet sleeper teams, I think.
Cougars have the ball here, and Drake Skaggs, a little burst of speed, tries to take it up and in for 2. No good, but he gets his rebound, throws it back out to Talon. Talon's going to put up a floater off the back of the glass, and good. 39-38, 4:23 to go here, third quarter. And Ramey being picked up full court by Alex Myers, and he almost lost it. Ramey still looking somewhere to go. A little step back, no good. Rebound, Jacob Scruggs. He's looking to take it one-on-one, dishes off to Drake Skaggs, no good. And looks like Drake got pushed in the back, but no foul call.
Yeah, he got slammed, man. I don't understand that. Yeah, he was pushed hard, too. How do you not see that?
McMurray
I don't know.
Inbounds there to Abshire. He gets it to Skaggs. Skaggs gets it to Jacob Scruggs, and Scruggs is setting it up here. Calling a play there. And still looking for somewhere to go. He's getting a double screen here, and he's going to take a deep 3. No good.
Shouldn't have done
Tipped
that.
up and controlled there by Berkman.
He's traveling.
Berkman just throws it away. He thought Laundry was going to run.
But he's traveling, too.
Yeah. So Hartwell, looks like he's going to check back into the game there for the Lancers. Jacob going to be the trigger man in here for the Cougars. He gets it into Skaggs. Drake gets it to Talon. Talon gets it to Alex Myers in the corner. Over to Drake. Drake going to do a little nice spin move. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Hartwell, and the Lancers.
There's bodies everywhere.
Yes. Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Is going to get charged with the offensive foul there on Drake, as Drake sold that charge.
But you know what? I think it was a good call.
Yeah.
Whether he sold it or not, that was a good call. It's been happening all game.
And
so that's
Drake,
2 team fouls already.
Yep. Drake looking to set up here for the Cougars. 39-38, 3:08 to go here, third quarter. And Jacob's going to put up a shot, no good. Rebound there by Hartwell. Hartwell is going to get it to Ramey. Ramey's going to try to go full court, and it's turned over there. And Abshire gets it to McMurray, and he gives it back.
But they're wanting to call McMurray for traveling.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, yeah, it could be, but here's the thing, not necessarily that he had control of it.
And it looks like somebody picked up a third foul.
Number 10 for Hartwell, I think it was. Hartwell for Edinburgh picked up his third foul.
We got a timeout here. I didn't see how long it was.
32nd. We have our third quarter sponsor, Kinley Dodders, Gillen Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy-Ride Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, JC Bank, trio sponsors, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tubby Law Office. Thank you for sponsoring us tonight, Global Asphalt, for the three-point contest.
And just down the road there in Hope, Southwestern and Hauser are knotted up at 32. So That's a good contest brewing over there in Hope.
Where? Hauser and Southwestern Hanover?
Yep. And your score here at Edinburgh, South up on the scoreboard by 1, 39-38, with 2:50 to go here, third quarter. Jacob Scruggs looking set up the offense, drives by Ramey. He's going to stop and pop for 2, up and good. 41-38, your score now. Ramey being picked up full court again by Alex Myers. And Ramey's going to dish it off here to Brockman. Brockman gets it to Hartwell. Hartwell is going to try to go up, and wow. He traveled, but luckily he lost control of it. I mean, he took 2 steps and didn't even dribble.
Yeah, no, it's like, but that's one of them things where they get down there and that's one of them things where they get down there like that. They've done it the last 2 or 3 times on the turnover. Sorry. Rathburn has up top over to Jacob on the far side. McMurray for 3, and it's good. That takes it 44-38, and we got a foul. What happened? They ain't going to count that?
They are.
Oh, it is good. White
10.
Push.
So that's going to be Hartwell's 4th.
That's
for the
his
Lancers.
4th. But how is it?
It's going to be
so they
side
inbounded
out.
the. Oh, I got
It's going to
you.
be side out, yep, because they called it after the play was over.
So it's an automatic turns the ball over.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big.
Yep.
So 44-38, South Decatur up. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they got the possession now.
Yeah. So this could be really about a 10-point swing in the last minute. Drake Skaggs gets it over to McMurray. McMurray's dribbling around, tries to get it to Jacob Scruggs. He tries a backdoor Ramey. He floats it up. No good.
Bad part was, what stinks is he had Rathburn on that far side wide open, man.
Yeah. That shot was no good. So 44-38, 1:53 to go here, third quarter. The Cougars up. And Ramey being guarded full court. And there's going to be a foul there.
What stinks is you got the coach is in his ears, so he's going to blow a whistle, and then he calls against Rathburn.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I believe that's Colby's second. So Colby got 2. Not really anybody for the Cougars in foul trouble.
No.
So that's a good thing. Ramey going to inbound here for the Lancers. He gets it into Seegers. He gets it back to Ramey. Ramey's going to put up a 3, no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Jacob Scruggs. Jacob Scruggs is going to go all the way, and he's fouled by Ramey, and they're going to say no shot. So still 44-38. 1:37 to go here in the third quarter.
But that's 5 fouls.
And
so
that's
he's
5.
shooting 2. He'll be shooting 2.
So Jacob's going to shoot 2
Now, again,
here.
this is going to go back to what I'm sorry. Gosh, Larry. I don't even know why I said that. What Roy said earlier with his projection, which is the free throw shots, as he hits it, which is good. We need these free throws. Takes it 45-38, 1:37 to go in the third quarter. South Decatur over Edinburgh.
And any type of foul now, South is going to be shooting the rest of the quarter.
Yes. Oh, in and out as Edinburgh rebounds the ball. Ramey has it, brings it, looking down the floor, gets it across. Brockman shoots 3. It's up and good. Takes it 45-41. South Decatur still at the lead, gets it down to Skaggs. By the low key, gets it up top to Rathburn. Rathburn turns, shoots, takes it up, was fouled, no call. And knocking down, people getting hurt, bodies everywhere. And it's going to stay South Decatur.
Man, just bodies flying everywhere. It looks like a football game out there.
Yeah, I don't, and what kills me is you can't tell me there ain't no fouls.
No.
So,
But
anyway.
Still South basketball. And Jacob going to inbound here for the Cougars. Gets it into Drake. Drake Skaggs over to Colby Rathburn on the far wing. Back to Jacob. Jacob looking to set it up here. He's looking for somewhere to go. Over to McMurray here. He gets it to Rathburn. Rathburn's going to take it up and in off the glass for 2. 47-41. 47 seconds to go, third quarter. South up on the scoreboard. Brockman going to bring it up here for the Lancers. He's going to try to drive in on Drake Skaggs. And
Yeah, that's good.
Drake on a blocking foul there.
That's a good call. I think that was a good call there. So Drake's going to get a foul. That's going to be his first of the contest. 47-41, 38 seconds to go. South Decatur over Edinburgh. And this third quarter. First shot up by Brockman at the free throw line. No good off the front of the rim. And we have Tottens checking in for Ramey. So Brockman's going to be shooting his second free throw. It's up and it's good. So it takes a score 47-42. South Decatur 37 seconds leading Edinburgh in this third quarter. Skaggs drives. Oh my, almost up, no good.
Jacob just picked up another foul. That's 3 on Jacob. Oh, no. They're going to get Toten on the offensive foul. They said he pushed off. So 47-42, 24 seconds to go, third quarter, and the Cougars up. Jacob Scruggs here looking to set it up here, being guarded by Toten at the half-court line. And Jacob calling out the play. Gets a screen there from Alex Myers. Kicks out to Kobe Rathburn. Kobe Rathburn's going to float it up and in for 2. 49-42. And we're going to pick up a foul. They're going to get Drake for his second. So 0.5 on the clock.
49-42.
And no good.
That wouldn't have been no good.
Wouldn't have been good.
All right, so 49-42 in the third quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody back here to Edinburgh High School, where your South Decatur Cougars are leading the Edinburgh Lancers 49-42 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter sponsor, Napoleon State Bank. Real quick, our sponsors, Gillen & Howe Funeral Home, Maker Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, JC Bank, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Thank you for sponsoring us tonight.
So the start of the fourth quarter here, 49-44, or 49-42, South Decatur up. And Laundry gets it into Seegers. He gets it to Laundry. Toten gets it over there to Ramey. Ramey looking to set it up here. Gets it to Laundry. Laundry back to Ramey. Ramey's going to try to drive in on Alex Myers. He puts it up, and he's fouled.
What? They called that chintzy foul, and bodies have been flying.
I know. And,
wow.
So Ramey going to go to the line here for 2 to try to chip back at that 7-point lead the Cougars have, 49-42. And Ramey's first of 2, no good, hard off the rim. So still same score here. Ramey's second of 2, up and good. So 49-43, Cougars still in the lead. And Alex Myers gets it into Jalen McMurray. And they tried to get it to Jacob, but
yeah, that's a good call. No, that's a good call.
It was tipped by Ramey, and he was pleading his case.
Yeah.
And now the Lancers going to press here, and when they're down 6, 49-43. And Drake gets it to Kobe Rathburn. Kobe Rathburn looking for somewhere to go. He gets it to Jacob Scruggs. Jacob Scruggs setting that up. Setting it up by the half-court line. He drives around Ramey. He dishes off to Rathburn on the back door. No good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in for 2. So 51-43, 7:10 to go here, fourth quarter. South Decatur up. Toten gives it to Ramey. Ramey being guarded heavily by Myers there. Over to Brockman. Brockman's deep 3, no good. Tipped around, rebounded. And they're going to say it's off Drake Skaggs as him and a Lancer are fighting for it.
Hartwell's checking in, and that's something we'll watch for to see if he can pick up. They can pick up his 5th foul.
Yeah. And Shelbyville's up 6 is what Roy told me.
Oh, wow.
Lancers get it into Ramey. Ramey gets it to Brockman. Brockman going to put up another 3. No good. And Hartwell tried to get the rebound, and it's out of bounds off of him.
51-43.
51-43.
6:42.
And now we're starting to see the press here by the Lancers. Alex Myers going to get it into Drake Skaggs. And Drake going to bring it up the floor here, looking for a screen by Alex. And Drake gets it to Kobe Rathburn. Kobe Rathburn going to take it up. Little dish off to Talon. Talon's going to put it up and in, and they're going to count the bucket. So that's going to be 53-43. South Decatur up, and Talon's going to go to the line for one more. So Talon going to go to the line for one shot here. 53-43, the Cougars up 10 with 6:29 to go, fourth quarter. Talon's taking his time, free throw up. No good, hard off the rim, but it's tipped right to him. And Drake gets it, kicks it out to Jacob Scruggs. Jacob gets a screen there from Drake.
Oh, he's fouling him.
Getting hammered. Alex controls it, gets it back to Jacob. He gets another screen by Drake. Jacob gets it to Rathburn. Rathburn over to Skaggs. Skaggs going to take it up and in, and it's blocked by Hartwell. Still 53-43. Now with 6:02 to go here, fourth quarter. And Drake going to inbound the ball here for the Cougars. Gets it into Taylor Abshire. He gets it to Jacob Scruggs. Jacob looking for somewhere to go. Gets a screen there by Talon. And Jacob going to stop and pop for 2. Up and in. Good. 55-43. 5:45 to go, fourth quarter. And we got a timeout here by Edinburgh, and it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
JC Bank is now open in Greensburg at 1035 North Lincoln Street, bringing over a century of community banking to you. JC Bank supports local high school sports teams, helping young athletes thrive for stronger communities. They offer top-notch banking, investments, and trust services. Whether you need a mortgage or business banking, JC Bank is here for you. Learn more at jcbank.com. JC Bank, the bank for your street, not Wall Street. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, back here at Edinburgh High School, where South Decatur up on the scoreboard 55-43 with 5:42 to go here. And the Lancer is going to inbound the ball after the timeout. Gets it to Ramey. Ramey setting it up, guarded by Alex Myers. He gives it to Brockman. Brockman gives it immediately back to him. Ramey still looking for somewhere to go. Gets a screen there. He puts up a 3. No good. Hartwell gets the rebound. He's double-teamed and gets it out to Brockman. Brockman, he traveled.
Good grief. He walked like NBA, bud.
gets it up and in, so 55-45.
Anybody would if you can take 4 steps, 3 steps like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
55-45, 5:10 to go here, fourth quarter. Jacob Scruggs looking for something here. He puts it up, and he's fouled, and Hartwell just fouled out. So Hartwell going to be done for the game. And that could be a big loss there for the Lancers. He was big coming in off the bench. I know he didn't start for him, but, you know, he's got a motor. He's quick. Yeah, he's got a motor. But Smith, number 12, checks back into the game for the Lancers to take his spot. Jacobs, first free throw up, no good. Again, it's back to what we were talking about. Yep. Got
to hit it. 55-45, 5 minutes to go in the contest. South Decatur over Edinburgh. Scruggs at the line. His second free throw's up, and it's good. 56-45. Ramey brings it across the line for Edinburgh and loses it. Oh, my goodness.
He literally ran over the ball.
I know. I don't understand that.
A loose ball, and he just runs over it, and it's still Lancer's ball.
Wow.
Ramey going to take a corner three, and that's good. So 56-48 now with 4:50 to go here. And Jacob looking to set it up here. Blows right by Ramey, gets it to Myers. He gets it back to Jacob. Jacob looking to set it up here again. 56-48, South up. Drake tries to get it to Abshire, but he was cutting, and luckily Colby Rathburn was there to pick it up. Colby, they're going to get a block on Berkman, I believe. Yep, they're going to get Berkman there for the Lancers on the block as Colby was trying to pass out of that. Still 56-48, 4:22 to go, fourth quarter. And Jacob has it tipped away by Ramey, and it's still Cougars ball. And they're going to inbound here by their own bench. And he's going to get it to Taylor Abshire. And he's going to kick to the corner to Alex Myers. And Abshire, being guarded by Brockman, gets it to Scruggs. And they're going to get it.
He's got to give him room.
Yeah.
No, it's not trouble. And that's where everybody's getting mad, but he's got to give him room.
Right.
And when he stands there and he don't give no room to drive or to jump up, that's what everybody don't understand. And that's the problem, everybody getting upset.
So Berkman already picking up 2 fouls. Still 56-48. Now with 4:07 to go here, fourth quarter.
And Edinburgh's only got 2 timeouts left here, 4 minutes to go.
Yeah. And I mean, we played 45 seconds of basketball and no score still?
Yeah.
Jacob Scruggs gets the inbound. And Jacob's going to take the shot, and it's going to be blocked by Brockman. And he gets it to Ramey. Ramey's going to take it up, and he's going to be fouled. So Connor Ramey going to go to the free throw line for the Lancers.
So they called that on McMurray.
I'm not sure.
No, that's who he just said they called it on. But that's what I'm glad. Not Taylor, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure where that foul was on Jalen.
I don't know. I don't know whether it was contact, period.
Yeah. But 56-49. And Ramey's second one good, so 56-50. Now South Decatur up with 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Jalen
dribbled the ball.
Tried to throw a.
Whoa, no. And
they're saying it's tipped away by South.
There was two Edinburgh players.
But it was tipped by the 2 Edinburgh players.
2 Edinburgh players, yes. There was 2 Edinburgh. I mean, how would you call that?
There was 2 Edinburgh players there that got in the way of Alex.
They hit the ball.
So the officials.
I was like, why did they call that?
McMurray inbound here.
No.
Jalen tried to get it to Jacob in the backcourt, but Jacob blocks it there as Ramey tries to go up over him.
He's got to get it across.
And Coach Buckner is going to call a timeout here.
That's good. What do we got?
I believe it's a full timeout.
Full timeout. Man, let's keep it here. 3:35, 56-50. Wow. You know, we were talking about the physicality of the game, but I think there's been a lot of non-calls both ways.
Right, yeah.
Not just one more than the other.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to come down to who's more physical.
Yeah. And, you know, it's always good games between both schools. Even when I played, you know, the year we went 24-2, we still had a good game against Edinburgh.
Oh, yeah.
And it was always physical, always, because it's in the background, because most of the boys that play football, they play all three sports. So they play football, basketball, and baseball. And when football season's over, it translates to the basketball court where they're still physical coming out of football season.
Oh, yeah. And you have that. And that's where your smaller schools like these two,
yeah,
they play in multiple sports, and you get that.
So seeing each other about 20 times a year makes a difference. Shelbyville beat Greensburg 57-52.
Oh, wow. So it ended up closer.
And your score here, 56-50, with 3:25 to go here. Cougars have the ball, and they're trying not to be trapped here by the Lancers, and they're just playing keep away. Jacob Scruggs gets it to Colby in the corner, dishes it to Talon. Talon tries to hit a cutting Drake Skaggs, but it's turned over there, and Laundry going to go all the way up and in for two. So 56-52 now, and Drake Skaggs going to have the ball, and he's going to walk it up the floor. 56-52. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the game. Drake Skaggs looking for somewhere to go. And the Lancers applying pressure. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds here.
It really got out of bounds, and Colby tried to just go play it.
Yeah, it did. It did.
That's why I couldn't see it, but that's what it looked like.
Jacob going to inbound here. He gets it in the backcourt to Drake Skaggs. Drake gets it to Jalen McMurray. McMurray gets it back to Drake Skaggs. Drake Skaggs over to Jacob. Jacob going to split the double team, and he might have been fouled there, but he gets it to McMurray. Back to Rathburn. Rathburn to the corner for Skaggs. And looks like they're just trying to milk the clock here a little bit.
But why is he dribbling in the corner, man? Don't.
We got a kick ball.
That's the stuff that makes me nervous. There ain't no reason for that.
Yep.
Get it back up top. Don't drive inside like that.
56-52, 2:12 to go, fourth quarter. South Decatur still up and looking to try to get to 2-0 in conference here as they get it into Drake Skaggs. Drake Skaggs is fouled there.
Fouled.
And Ramey, I believe, is going to pick up the foul. And that's going to be 3 on him.
They'll be shooting now, bud.
Yeah. So now South's going to be shooting the rest of this quarter again.
Yeah.
So that could be helpful. I mean, you got a 4-point lead. You're up 56-52, 2 minutes to go, and you're at the free throw line now, make it 57-52. You know, that could play into your hands. I mean, you just play keep away, they're going to have to foul you. Drake's second at 2, good. 58-52.
It's a full timeout.
Coach Buckner is going to call a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
This is Michelle Gauck with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
Back here at Edinburgh High School, 58-52, South Decatur up. Just a little over 2 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. And the Lancers going to inbound, and Brockman going to bring it up the floor, being guarded heavily full court by Drake Skaggs. He gets it to Ramey. Ramey looking to get a screen here by Laundry. Laundry's going to fall on the three-point attempt, and air ball rebounded by.
I think he lost his footing, and he just threw it up so he wouldn't get called for travel, hoping one of his guys would grab it.
Yeah, and Jacob bringing it up here, being guarded heavily by Ramey. He gets it to Rathburn in the corner, and Rathburn gets it to Jacob. Jacob gives it to Drake Skaggs. Drake Skaggs looking for somewhere to go. Loses his footing, gets it to Rathburn, and Rathburn over there to McMurray. McMurray up to Jacob Scruggs, and Ramey's going to pick up his fourth foul. And South fans going crazy over here.
Yeah, Ramey picks up his fourth. And Jacobs at the line.
Yeah.
Again, it's going to come back to what Roy said earlier, which we've talked about all year. Free throws are crucial. His first one's up and good. 59-52, 117 left to go in the contest. South Decatur over Edinburgh. In this big conference matchup.
Yeah.
It's turned into a darn good game.
Yeah, it has. And Jacob's second. Good, so 60-52. 117 to go, fourth quarter. Ramey looking to push the ball up the floor. He takes it up, and he's fouled.
Be McMurray. Should be McMurray.
And I don't know about you, Jim, but it looked like to me that he was falling before he even got there.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you could really call that foul on Jalen. So it's going to be 2 fouls on Jalen McMurray as Ramey's at the line for 2. His first up and in. So that's 60-53, 111 to go here, fourth quarter. And Ramey is going to have his second of 2 here. Up and good. So 60-54, timeout by the Lancers. That's a full timeout. We're going to take another quick break, and we will be back.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, back here at Edinburgh High School. South Decatur has the ball. They are up 60-54, 1:10 to go. And Edinburgh, I believe they're going to start fouling.
Well, they start fouling. Listen, that's not a bad thing because you get 2 shots.
Yeah.
So as long as we can keep hitting them, will be great. But that's what we got to do.
And that's going to be Eli Smith picking up that foul there, his second, and Drake Skaggs at the line to extend this lead. His first of 2, good, 61-54 now. And Alex Myers going to check in for Talon Abshire. And Drake looking to make the second of two here. Up, no good. So 61-54, 1:07 to go, fourth quarter. And Ramey pushing the ball up the floor for the Lancers. He's getting a double screen there. And they're going to get, wow. They're going to get Jacob. You're going to say he had the arm bar on him. But Ramey pushed off of him.
I know. I don't understand how they on that when he's on offense like a defense, he's not pushing off.
No.
And he's allowed to have one hand, one arm on him.
And now they're going to get Jalen McMurray on the foul as he tried to get a double screen, and that kid just – I mean –
he's got to give him space.
Yeah.
You got to give him space. He's got to have room. They got to have room either way to do that.
Yep.
Even to come through like that. That's why I don't –
yeah, and that's a new rule that they put in.
Because now look what you've done. Now you put two senseless fouls that have now gone to where they're shooting free throws now the rest of the game, both teams.
61-54, 59 seconds to go, fourth quarter. And the Lancers at the free throw line. 9 for 12 from the line is what Roy said. Smith's free throw up, good. 61-55 now. Lancers up, or down. And, yeah, like you said, I mean, now that both teams are going to be shooting free throws the rest of the 59 seconds of the game. Smith's second, good. 61-56. Now, 59.2. And the Lancers are going to press. So we'll see what the Cougars have in store here. Jacob Scruggs has the ball. And he's going to be triple teamed.
Getting fouled.
And Drake Skaggs, oh my gosh, they could have possibly got a flagrant on that one. I mean, Laundry went around the head of Drake to get a foul call.
Yeah. And note that only about 6 seconds has come off of the clock.
And that's 4 on Laundry. So their big guy for Edinburgh. Drake, Roy Saylor tells me Drake's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. His first one up and no good. So 61-56 still. 6 seconds have run off the clock. We're at about 52 seconds. And Drake's second one no good. Rebounded by Laundry. And he gets it to Ramey. Ramey full steam ahead.
Tip
by Colby Rathburn. Gets it to Laundry. Over to Brockman. Brockman going to go up for 2. Good. 61-58 now. Cougars are up with 33 seconds to go here. And Jacob is fouled.
And they're going to call it. Should be on Ramey.
It should have been on Ramey, but they're going to get Laundry.
That's 5 for him.
Laundry just fouled out with 5.
He's got 5.
So now there's another player on the floor for the Lancers that is in foul trouble. And Roy tells me here that Jacob is 6 for 10 from the free throw line. So
well, we need him, man. You got to hit him. We have not hit our free throws.
Jacob's first up and good. 62-58 now, 30 seconds to go. Fourth quarter. Second of 2 is up. No good, hard off the rim, and we got a foul on Alex Myers. So now we're going to the other end to shoot free throws. 62-58 still. 30.2 on the clock, fourth quarter. And now you got to think those 2 piddly fouls are just dragging this game on.
Well, that's where these 3 fouls. Let's get down to it.
Well, but before
the
these
2 fouls, yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then this, I mean, it's just like now you're doing this back and forth.
Ramey's.
And they're hitting them.
Yeah.
Because his first one's up and good.
Ramey hits his first, so it's 62-59. His second is good, 62-60. 30.2 on the clock. And, you know, this definitely has turned into a barn burner now.
And I'll be shocked they don't get it in. They don't foul, depending on who it is. Yeah, see.
And if you're South Decatur, you got to realize that Ramey has 4 fouls, so you give it to Jacob and let him make Ramey foul him.
Yeah.
You get Ramey out of the game because he's been the one hitting the free throws for the Lancers.
Yeah.
62-60, 27.3 to go, fourth quarter. McMurray at the free throw line. His first of 2 up and good. 63-60 now. And if Jalen hits this one and they don't foul, you'd think maybe. Second one up and good, 64-60. So now you think you just got to play defense. No foul, Ramey bringing it up. And Ramey's looking to draw a foul. Doesn't get one.
Nice
it up
rebound.
Off the glass, and we got Alex Myers, but they're going to say he traveled on the rebound.
I don't understand how it's not a foul.
I don't either. But, you know, so 64-60, 15.1 to go on the clock. And the Lancers going to have the ball off that travel there by Alex Myers on the rebound. Ramey's 3 up, no good. Rebound by Seegers. He tries to tip it up, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds off the Lancers. And I think that one's going to seal the deal, Jim.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to get too excited. We'll see.
McMurray going to trigger in here. Gets it to Skaggs. All Skaggs has got to do is just run the clock out, and that one.
That's what they'll do.
Seal the deal. 64-60. South Decatur sneaks out of here with a win. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll come back with the stats and maybe get some words from Coach Buckner.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
If it's tire time, Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has a great deal. Right now, you can get $200 in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And Walters Tire is part of the Goodyear Service Network and your Michelin Farm Tire dealer as well. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
All right, back here at Edinburgh High School where South Decatur comes away victorious 64-60, and we got Coach Buckner here.
Pull out a win. We needed it. You know, coming off of the tournament, and you know, obviously with our outing last night, it's good to come out here and get a win however we can. As we enter the second portion of the season, you know, we're going to run into some extreme juggernauts, but you know, I know Coach Burton took over recently. Hats off to him. I understand being a first-year coach, some of the ups and downs that he's also going through as well. It's kind of a bittersweet because, you know, I really like them and a lot of kids on that team. But, you know, ultimately someone has to be victorious. Unfortunately, it was us.
Yeah. How –
I'll just tell you, though, Zach, like we like discipline in certain portions throughout the game. I'd be very curious to see where our turnovers are at. You know, we get really frantic in some of the big moments. You know, it's real difficult to understand who our ball handlers are. You know, who's really going to take care of the ball coming down the stretch, who's going to make a smart play, whether that's on the offensive or defensive end. So we still got a lot of work to do. And with this being a conference game, that puts us 2-0 in the conference. We get to see North Decatur next week, and I just know that that's a team that's the whole program's predicated on discipline, you know.
Yeah.
So
and, What was your kind of the mantra that you told the boys in the second half to try to stop Edinburgh and their fast break type of offense?
Yeah, so I think everything runs through Ramey, and it was what my scouting report had. And if we can keep him at bay, put some pressure on him, Edinburgh, has a pretty difficult time. But even understanding that was the message, you've seen each time up and down the court, he was able to get the ball coming off of the dribble handoff. We didn't really have an answer for that. We wanted to push up on it. The guys were doing their job and diving to the basket. I think we gave away 2 to Jackson. And then there was an opportunity where we went to dive, and Londeray hit a jump shot right there on the elbow. So, Alex Myers came in and stepped up big for us. And, Alex, he's a high-energy guy, and he's willing to run through a brick wall for you. So, big shout-out to Alex. Good to see Jacob kind of getting his feet back under him. I know we went through some, turmoil. Good to see Colby out there diving to the basket. But, a lot of guys, too, and we're going to talk about it, that could have really stepped up in this game. I felt like our bench, the players that were coming in, weren't contributing with the quality minutes that we love to have out of them. So, we try to get Damon some runs in there. Hopefully, coming in sectional, we come into some size, or if we even go past there, and he'll be available and ready. But, ultimately it's up to him. Rebounding is king for us. So, again, I'll be curious to look at the statistics and see how we fared off there. But, we're giving away 3 and 4 offensive rebounds right before the half. So we got a lot of things to work on. I'll be sure to watch film, and we'll get back to the drawing board come Monday.
All right. Thank you again, Coach Buckner, for coming up. We enjoy your time as always, getting to know your insight on the game and how you broke down things during the game. We appreciate that a lot.
Yep, no problem, man. Always good to see you guys. I know I missed you on the last couple, but good to see you. We'll talk soon.
All right. That was Coach Buckner, the Cougars there.
All right, so we got some stats real quick to go over. Turnovers was 10 to 8. So turnovers was 10 to 8. So they had a lot more because going into the second half, what was it, Roy? It was
8 to 2.
They only had 2. It was 8 to 2.
Yeah.
So the turnovers kind of flopped there. To go over the scoring for them, Ramey had 24. Brockman had 17. They were 13 for 16 from the free throw line.
Wow.
Edinburgh. For the Cougars, Taylor Absher had 6. Jacob Scruggs had 28. Drake Skaggs had 7. Jalen McMurray, 10. Colby Rathburn, 10. Jamison Keller, 2. And from the free throw line, we were 11 for 22.
Wow.
So, big conference win for South tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, not only to YouTube, but also on WTRE 104.3. We appreciate you listening tonight. We'll be back next Friday night to bring you the contest. We'll be at North Decatur. Be a big game. That'll be the conference game.
As we could say, the team up north.
Yeah, there you go, the team up north. And then as well as we'll be back on Saturday evening, too, to bring you another game next week, Friday, Saturday, so tune in. Again, your final score here, your South Decatur Cougars 64, Edinburgh Lancers 60. For Zach Little, Jim Wall, have a good night and be safe.